across Tasmania. This is Win News.
Tonight, pressure ramps up as the Treasurer prepares to hand down a post-election budget. Hundreds of dog owners rally against council changes. And a former jihadi takes centre stage at Dark Mofo. Good evening, I'm Alison Costelloe. Treasurer Peter Gutwin is preparing to hand down his first budget since the Hodgman government was re-elected, with road upgrades set to be one of the centrepieces. But the opposition says any funding commitments are at unprecedented risk due to uncertainty over cuts to GST revenue.
The numbers are finalised, the papers printed, and Tasmania's Treasurer is ready to hand down a post-election budget in 4 days' time.
There are always surprises in the budget, and this will be a very good budget for Tasmania.
Eleanor Watt, Win News.
Barnaby Joyce has lost his cool with a photographer for taking shots of him coming out of church this morning. The video, posted by Joyce on social media, shows him confronting the cameraman, demanding to know his name and employer. But the cameraman says the former Deputy PM looked like he was coming over to punch him.
Go back to your regular job as a bouncer.
What's your name, mate? What's your name?
Fire has ripped through a Melbourne home, killing a disabled woman trapped in a bedroom on the second floor. Despite her desperate calls for help, neighbours, emergency services and her sister-in-law couldn't save the 62-year-old.
Flames took hold in the middle of the night.
Holy
On the second story, Gay Tawney was trapped.
An increase in demand has forced the Launceston General Hospital to level 3 of its escalation plan. This morning there were 37 patients in the emergency department, with 20 admitted and waiting for beds. Dog owners are ramping up their fight against a Southern Tasmanian council's proposed changes to its dog management plan. They say the move is an attack on the basic needs of their canine companions and the fundamental rights of owners. Today, hundreds gathered on Kingston Beach calling for a policy that suits everyone.
This wasn't your average walkies. Dogs and their owners were out in droves this morning, ready to take a stand against what they're calling barking mad changes to dog-friendly areas.
He may have been unable to enter the country, but Muhammad Manwar Ali has still made his much-anticipated appearance at Dark Mofo. Appearing via satellite at the Odeon Theatre, the former jihadi was interviewed by well-known journalist Peter Grest, explaining how he made the transition to peace educator.
In the earlier days, I thought I was sincere and honest, and I was trying to do the right thing, and I'm sure I'm still the same now.
Australia's Jeff Horn has lost his world title after being punished by brash American Terence Crawford in Las Vegas. The 30-year-old claiming the WBO welterweight title with a technical knockout, but Horn is promising to come back bigger and better.
He was gallant till the end, but against the world's best, it was the Hornet who got stung.
That's it! It's all over!
Up next on Win News, it might be the Queen's birthday, but the newest royal has stolen the show. And Hobart's Twilight Market pops up in winter for the first time. Notorious mobile phone black spots in the state's northwest could soon be a thing of the past, with the region set to benefit from the latest round of federal funding. The Coalition has announced the fourth round of the program will see $25 million invested in improving coverage across regional Australia. Donald Trump says the North Korean dictator will have about a minute to make a good first impression at their meeting in Singapore on Tuesday. If it's a flop, the US president warns there won't be any second chances.
Fake news on the streets of Singapore as the city braces for the real Donald Trump.
Hobart's popular spring twilight market has popped up in winter in the middle of the day. Hundreds making the most of the sunny skies at Sandy Bay, with local produce, crafty creations and live music on offer. The market is also set to head north this year, popping up in Launceston in December. Sports up next, with Tasmania's top sides gearing up for a mouth-watering Lacca-Seljack decider and a battle of North versus South at UTAS Stadium. To AFL first, and Essendon's win over Brisbane has come at a cost, with skipper Dyson Heppell concussed in a bone-crunching collision with Brisbane's Luke Hodge. It was an error-riddled match, but the Bombers did enough to claim their third win in a month.
Dyson Heppell dominated early. He sliced and diced the Lions to set up an 8-point lead at quarter time.
Some of Tasmania's best female footballers have gone head-to-head in a battle of North and South at UTAS Stadium today. Top players from the SFLW and the Northern Tasmanian Women's League took part in the inaugural intrastate clash. South Hobart coach Ken Morton says his men will need to play their best football and nullify the influence of Devonport star Braden Mann if they're to win tomorrow's Lacca-Seljak Cup final. The decider is set to be a mouth-watering clash, and it isn't just pride on the line, with the victor also securing the coveted spot in the FFA Cup round of 32.
It's a rematch 2 years in the making. Devonport is the only side that's been able to defeat South Hobart in a Lacca-Seljak Cup final in the past 9 years.
And that's it for sport tonight. Stay with us, weather details up next. To the weather now, and there were light winds and mostly settled conditions across the state today. 15 on the islands, showers on Flinders, tops of 13 in Wynyard and Burnie, 14 degrees in Devonport. To Launceston, and a top of 15 degrees was reached. St Helens got to 16, cooler further down the coast at Swansea, 14 and sunny in the west at Strahan, and in Hobart it was a sunny 14-degree day. The satellite shows the cold front crossing South Australia with low pressure developing south of the Bight. On the water tomorrow, 10 to 20 knot winds in the north, seas to 2 metres, swells to 1. In the east, 10 to 20 knots, seas to 2 metres, swells below a metre. 15 to 25 knot winds in the south, seas up to 2.5 metres, and 15 to 30 knot winds in the west, seas and swells to 2 metres. A strong wind warning is current for western coastal waters from Low Rocky Point to Stanley, and for the southeast coast from Tasman Island to southeast Cape. Showers about the north tomorrow, fine elsewhere. 15 degrees on the islands, showers on King but sunny on Flinders. 14 in the northwest, showers along the coast, showers also in Launceston 15, showers on the east coast as well, St Helens 14 and Swansea 15. The west coast is looking dry tomorrow, 15 expected for Strahan, and in Hobart a mostly sunny day and 16 degrees. Interstate tomorrow, a cool night before a sunny day in Canberra, showers in Adelaide and Sydney. Looking ahead back home, showers in the northwest, clearing on the weekend to a sunny Sunday. Showers in Launceston until Saturday as well, and in Hobart a sunny public holiday, showers expected come Thursday. And that's Win News for this Sunday. You can keep up to date with the latest local news on our social media. I'm Alison Costelloe. Enjoy your public holiday. Good night.
This has been a Win News presentation. Win News, Regional Australia's #1 news source.